Okay, since I've had this channel, some of my dogs have gotten little scratches and bumps and bruises on them and shit like that, which I kind of try to do my best to explain along the way, because like I said, it's easy for it to happen when you keep these dogs. And especially if you run them out on, areas like you do, and they find something like all them dead rabbits. How you think them are getting there, bud? Your dog might be grabbing one up, huh? Possibly. If they're any kind of a working dog or anything, could be. But anyhow, maybe it's some kind of disease your dogs are carrying out there to them or something. You think about that either? Why don't you worry about them bunny rabbits that are dead instead of other people's fucking animals and what they're doing with them? Like I said, man, hog hunting's something I'd be willing to do just because I think it's pretty fucking cool. And these dogs are built to do shit like that. If you listen to the fucking history of the dogs, what do they call them? Bulldogs? Back in the day, they used to catch bulls and shit, you know what I mean? And hogs are pretty close to that, you know what I mean? They're catch animals. Ammo savers, if you will. But you probably don't understand that, because I don't even think you've probably ever shot anything and killed it, or maybe even harvested a fish or not. But anyhow, yeah, you're getting onto some pretty wild topics there, bud, and I don't really agree with what you're saying. So you're basically saying that just because I associate or am okay with the proper matching of dogs like the way they do in other countries, you know what I mean? That doesn't mean that I'm fighting my dogs here. Because my dog's got scars, that doesn't mean that I'm fighting my dogs here. I've explained half of them along the way. So yeah, pretty fucked up, bud. You don't understand this breed. You probably should not get involved in it. And it sounds to me like you're trying to set some people up, to be honest with you, by the video that I just heard, because it sounds like you had called somebody and more or less just made a pretty big assumption about something that you don't even understand. If you'd watch that guy's videos, man, he's fucking showed you hide hogs, coolers full of the meat. Those people down there, you don't realize, bud, they're feeding the hungry with that meat, man. There's a lot of people down there that don't have fucking food, and you know what I'm saying? They know how to get it because it's out there to get. And they take that shit and drop it off and donate it, man, lots of times. So you probably ought to consider that a lot of these people are pretty well tied into with their local, economy and support local stuff. So there's probably a lot of local people that would get behind them and their dogs that they see all the time and support the, to come at somebody like this. It's just pretty common sense, bud. You don't need to make assumptions like that about people these days. It's not going to do no good for you. And I don't know if you're going to gain subscribers or lose them. Typically, when shit like this goes on, motherfuckers gain them. But yeah, I don't agree with what you say, man. Your head isn't in the right place. It's if you're from Illinois, you'd realize that it's okay for people out here to run their dogs on coyotes and shit like that. So there's other things to do with dogs, man, besides fucking fight them. You can't just assume that people are fighting their dogs because they got scratches and shit like this. Like I've said, but you might want to watch my channel because I've explained a lot of shit along the way. And yeah, we're ready for motherfuckers like you that are trying to come fucking get at us and try to take our dogs away. You know what I'm saying? It's been going on for probably a long time, and it's probably gonna get worse because, like I said, shit's changing, man. They don't even want you to have cattle no more. They want all their food controlled so they can control what everybody's eating. You ever think about that? You ever notice how all these younger girls are starting to get a little bit more mature quicker these days and weird shit like that? This is the weird shit that they're trying to do for whatever sick reasons they got in their heads, man. You obviously don't watch the news or listen to none of that shit either because you probably went and voted for them fuckers. Yeah. Holy shit, man. Be a couple more probably. I got to get these puppies in here pretty quick, and I'm about halfway through this guy's video now. My videos are probably going to be out of order, but yeah, you can just take them for what they are and get my opinions on them and shit. There's some of them are longer than others, and they don't upload as quick, and I'm not an editor guy, so fucking, you know what I mean, you get what you get. But yeah, holy shit. Let me get through some more of this shit. I'm about halfway there, guys.